Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. She don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some.
Alright, we're gonna figure it. Hello, everybody. It's your girl DAZZLE, and I'm back for another reading in conversation. What's up, Peach? You said 11:11. That means I must have been on point. Okay. But anyway, I am here to talk about the whole Derrick Jaxn situation. Okay, you guys already seen my intro. I already got all the stuff on the screen. You already know who I be and what I'm about. So let's get right into it. So first of all, please hit that like button coming into the chat for those who are going to be coming in. So we're going to talk about Derrick Jaxn, the black men don't cheat type of thing and everything else like that, right? So apparently Tasha K, and if you guys actually, oh my goodness. So if you guys actually checked out my Instagram page, dazzledattarot, you guys will have seen me do a pre-reading, right? And I'm gonna play this pre-reading too, because I want to see something. But anyway, Derrick Jaxn is basically this relationship guru and this, that, and the third, right? And basically he has been, ruffling some feathers when it comes to black men, because black men felt like he would point them out and basically make it seem like it's all their fault or some stuff like that, right? Whatever. So we're going to go ahead and figure this out. We're going to do this. We're going to listen to this reading, and then I'm going to start giving y'all some tea, right? So this was the reading I did for Derrick Jaxn. What was this? Okay. Tarot, and I'm back for another pre-reading. So I decided to do something a little different. I decided to upload to my Instagram my pre-readings and then go live on my YouTube about the main reading, and you guys can ask as many questions as you want. But the pre-readings will be on my Instagram channel, dazzledattarot, my Instagram page. So please subscribe, or not subscribe, but please follow my Instagram page. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. If you guys are on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just going to shuffle my deck while I'm listening to this. And for both people on YouTube and Instagram, if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is email me at jellome123@gmail.com. Okay, so I usually go live at a certain time during the week. But this weekend, I believe when I come back from doing what I have to do, I got some errands to run. I think I'm going to make this 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, I'm going to go live, and we can, further discuss the situation. But anywho, let's get down to it. Tasha K has an exclusive about Derrick Jaxn. And basically, he's one of those self-help people on YouTube that talks about relationships and men and women and stuff like that. Men don't cheat. Well, apparently, his mistress, the jumpos he was cheating with, is actually exposing him for cheating on his wife for 4 years. And Tasha K decided to do the interview with her, or basically get the tea and drop the tea. But however, here's what I'm going to say about this. Tasha K. Hello, everybody. And I just want to add to this too that it's kind of funny that nobody's talking about why Tasha K has a heart on for Derrick Jaxn. So come on. Had sex with Derrick Jaxn in his marital bed and Tasha K. Like, wow. But anyway, let's get the energy surrounding this, because honestly, like Pill Cardi B, like, because it was a man that she was raping and drugging. Sorry, you guys. Okay, and because he was cheating on his wife then. But what she didn't say was that There we go. Before that, the reason why, she got in contact with this girl, got in contact with her, is because Tasha K was at the time trying to move a hate train against Cardi B and call her Pill Cosby, like Pill Cardi B, like because it was alleged that she was raping and drugging men, right? So it was this whole hate train going on with Cardi B, and she had reached out to Derrick Jaxn to ask his take on it. And when Derrick Jaxn said, okay, this might be whatever, but to be honest, it's kind of look like it's an ulterior motive here. Like it's fueled with I hate Cardi B, so I'm going to just say this and run with this. So since he didn't totally agree of the reason why she was doing that, she decided to attack him with the female who said she had the abortion. And since then, it seems like she had a heart on. Basically, she had a heart on the whole time. That's exactly what's going on. What it seems to be, apparently. Okay, that's all alleged, but that actually did happen. But, the reasons why she's doing the interview right now is alleged. You know what I'm saying? But you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So, boom, that's what she's doing off of. But anyway, let's get the energy surrounding this. Because, honestly, come find out, him and his wife are still together, and they've already let people know, like, it's not that deep. So, let's just get some energy surrounding this another pre-reading. Oh, shit. Okay. So I was going to do the whole reading, let y'all hear it, but then I'm like, okay, well, y'all can just go on my Instagram, right? Anyway, but I wanted to just, let y'all hear some of what I was saying, because basically, like, what nobody's talking about is the fact that that's why Tasha K even put that out there, because she didn't like Derrick Jaxn based on Cardi B. That's exactly where that's coming from, right? But my title is called Don't Be Mad at Derrick Jaxn, Be Mad at Yourself. It's because this is going to be about the fact that why is it that, y'all put so much trust and faith into influencer? Like their name itself says influence. So if you don't want to be influenced by somebody else's energy in a negative way, why are you putting into an influence? You know what I mean? But I just believe that, the fact that some people know what's wrong with them, a lot of people know what's wrong with them, they just can't accept what's wrong with them. Or a lot of people know what situation they're in, they just can't accept the situation they're in, right? So it's like, even when they come to me for tarot readings, it's kind of like, what's wrong with you, but you got to hear it from someone else. So basically, you needed someone else's opinion, right? So the fact alone is that opinion does not always, help a situation. It should tell you to not pay attention to certain people. I don't know. To me, I feel like you should blame yourself more than Derrick Jaxn. You gave him too much energy. People have given Derrick Jaxn way too much energy. But then when people are like, oh, well, he's not walking it like he's talking, and he basically is telling you to do one thing while he's doing another. I'm like, okay, well, a lot of doctors tell you not to smoke cigarettes, but they smoke cigarettes. So it's like, you can't really, so should you drop your doctor? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people on here would give you self-help stuff, and they're not doing what they're telling you to do. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really put that against them. I don't hold that against them, because everybody on YouTube basically tells you some shit that they don't do. So I can't be mad at Derrick Jaxn. Now, if I'm in a relationship and I end my relationship because Derrick Jaxn made a video saying how this person ain't us and you should leave this person. If I leave this person based on Derrick Jaxn, I'm the idiot. Okay, that's how I feel personally. So let's see some stuff. I just want to know though. So we just want to do like let's see some energy surrounding him. And then his wife was so freaking crazy. It was so crazy is that he came on screen nice and polished, and his wife came on like she didn't want to be there. So let's get some energy surrounding this whole apology thing. We can start there. That's a good start. Okay, because I'm trying to figure out where to start. So let's start there. Let's get the energies surrounding this apology. Okay, let's pull some cards about that with Derrick Jaxn and his apology to the public with his wife. 1, 2, 3. What's the energy going on with Derrick Jaxn and his apology to the public and his wife? Okay. Well, I can tell you for one, okay, here's the issue. Of course, with this universe upside down, this is the world looking at him upside down. His world went upside down for 2 seconds, right? Because you made this whole empire on self-help and, talking to Black women, right? And talking about how, if somebody cheat on you, this is why, all this other stuff. You made this whole empire based on what you've been saying on the internet, and now it's like the world is turned upside down. But it doesn't mean it stays upside down. This was the past, right? That doesn't mean it's going to stay upside down. It just means that you yourself have to change, or something has to change for you to be back right side up and for you to progress. That's what it means to me, right? So that's what's going on in the past tense, right? Because that whole thing that Tasha K spewed out, of course, got him in hot water. Of course, it made him look crazy. Of course, it made his wife look crazy. But if you see my Instagram reading before they even came out, and I knew that they was back together, like they were back together, like, and they're not, and she's not mad. So why are we mad? It's like, and let her be with her man in peace. I'm not about to be mad at you because you want to stay. I mean, why are we mad? Right? So then you have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. That means that this situation is not keeping him down. They're still coming up off this. Matter of fact, look at it like this. All this attention that he's getting is giving him more views. Okay. Even though it's bad press, it's still press. Right? Even though it's bad publicity, it's still publicity. Even though there's a scandal, there's still attention being drawn to him. So this is the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So for real, he is actually gaining more than he's losing. So we can't really be like, oh, well, he's lost this and lost that. No. That 5 of Pentacles in reverse talks about a financial come up. Okay? And guess what? If we're going to look at it, this is usually a guy. This is a guy holding up like coins. And then it's this doctor, this relationship guru, right? So this relationship guru is basically pointing at the throat, right? So it's what we're saying, right? So basically him speaking up, us saying stuff like Black men, dragging him down because he got exposed. Now the Black women, they got mad. They were mad. And then black men were like, oh, I told you he was like this. Look at that. Well, guess what? All of that is getting him a financial come up. And the only reason why I'm saying that because he has the Ace of Disc. He has money. And look at that. It's a physique here. This is Atlas holding up a big old coin. And Atlas got biceps, triceps, all that. Deltoids, I don't know. That's him and his body-yaddy, right? Because he's known for his body-yaddy. So that's his future. This is a new coin. So this is something new for him. So there's money on the floor for him. So honestly, did he actually get knocked off his high horse? Probably. But is he going to financially succeed anyway? Yes. Because it shows is a humanistic moment. It's a redeeming humanistic moment. Like I failed as well. So now it's like I'm telling you about cheating because I know from experience because I was a cheater. It's just like Peter Gunn's being on the show Cheaters. You got to be a cheater to know a cheater, right? So I think he's going to use that to his advantage. But guess what? Y'all, this is why y'all shouldn't be mad at Derrick. Y'all should be mad at yourself because I'm trying to figure out y'all so mad, but he's still profiting. So I don't get it. So the seducer. Derrick, this is the advice card. He's the seducer. This is coming with the emotional offer, right? Going back to women. So really, his whole thing is to come to a woman with something of an emotional offer, like an apology and things like that, and seduce the same crowd that he has had, and they're going to come right back. That's the thing. That's the thing. That is the thing. So I like again, like why y'all mad at Derrick? Y'all want to be influenced. So there's no need to be upset at Derrick Jaxn when guess what? There's always going to be a crowd that wants to be influenced by Derrick Jaxn. And it's not just because of what he's saying. They're doing so because of his looks, because they like how he look. They like his chocolatey clear skin, his teeth, all that stuff. His whole package. His whole package screams seduce me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Okay. The influence though is the oppression in the reverse, right? So the influence is the 10 of Wands in the reverse. This means that you need to delegate stuff, letting go of baggage, right? This means that basically you have taken on too much, right? So basically you've taken on this whole persona with him, right? And in the midst of taking on this whole persona, he has technically in a way downed the black man, right? And, verbally beat on the black man. So now it's in the reverse. Now it's letting loose, right? So the black men feel like they're off the hook because look, these are the people that y'all want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? This is the person you want to listen to. And he's doing the same thing. But it also talks about his empire is built on the fact that he seduces women. Lonely women. So it doesn't really matter, the fact that he's saying black men don't cheat. It's a little bit more than that. It's about seduction. When you're a YouTuber, a lot of people like YouTubers, not because if they're telling the truth or not. They just like them because of their body language, how they look, how they present themselves. Hey, a lot of people like tarot readers because of their pronunciation of words and their nails. So it doesn't matter what they say, you just like them, right? A lot of people will buy things from YouTubers, not because they need it, but because they like the person. So, it depends on, like I said, like the stuff is wild though, because it says more so about the influence that he has on people. And it's not really even about, like I said, black men don't cheat. It's not just about that. It's not just about the message. It's his whole aura, his whole persona. Okay. Then you have the defeat. This is the problem now. He's getting money from this, but the only problem that he's facing right now is the backlash, of course, with this 5 of Swords in the reverse. The 5 of Swords in the reverse tells me two things. Cyberbullying, right? Tasha K cyberbullied him, okay? But she used the truth that was true to cyberbully him. And she used her platform in a way because y'all got to watch out for that, because what she's doing is, and there's a lot more coming up for Tasha K, because I'm going to read on that too. But I feel like what she's doing is she is blasting YouTubers and people that she doesn't like, but she's doing it in a professional interview. Right? So the reason why she did that about Jaguar is because she fell out with Jaguar. The only reason why, now she's on R. Kelly's side and basically, pretty much doing the interview with that lady who bonded him out is because she fell out with the Savages or something like that, right? The only reason why you're doing this about Derrick Jaxn is because he didn't agree with the false narrative that you was running around with, and because you wanted to start a hate train for Cardi B. It was a hate train thing going on, right? So basically, this says cyberbullying and you can't do anything about it. And also, I told you this how he was, right? So black men get to say that. The people who don't like him get to say that. You know what I mean? So, and he can't really do anything about that. He got to eat that pill. But then it's the 8 of Cups in reverse, the outcome. I'm going to say it again. Most of y'all I hope he doesn't run away from this situation because for real, he's going to get a coin from it, period. Most of the people who followed him are still going to stay around because it's still something there, because it's more than just about helping you navigate relationships with the opposite sex. It's more so about being attracted to that person. It's the package, it's the visuals that they like. They like the way he talks, the sound, the vibrations, all types of things like that. So it's not really about what he's talking about. And they'll still be around. So I don't see what's the point of being mad at Derrick Jaxn. Be mad at yourself. If you believe everything he says, then boom, there you go. Be mad at yourself. Like some people, hey, with me, don't be mad. Well, hey, Sanam, but don't be mad at whatever. I mean, I don't feel like you should be mad at an influencer. You need to be questioning yourself to why you were influenced. And you need to start there. That's how I feel about that. But let's get into this. Let's talk about his relationship. What's going on with Derrick Jaxn's relationship? What is his romantic relationship like with his wife? Let's get into that. Can I ask a question? Oh, yeah, you can ask a question about the topic. Let's see. So what is his romantic relationship with his wife? What's the energy surrounding that? 1, 2, 3. What's up, Miss Waverly Cakes? Okay. Okay, that's messed up. Okay, so thank God I started looking into that, because the first reading I did, the pre-reading, I'm like, okay, they back together and they trying to make it out of a bad place. They still might be in a bad place, but they're in a better position. They're trying to get away from all of that, all right? But I'm gonna tell you right now. So the 4 wands in the reverse in the past is still a good thing. It talks about the union, right? So it's still people in it, right? But it's foundational. So it's something wrong with this union foundationally. And I'm using the sex tarot. Okay. Where's that? Yeah. It's the tarot of sexual magic. Okay. So basically, you got the 4 wands in the reverse. This talks about the foundation of their marriage, right? So there was a problem. There was a problem foundationally. And with the 5 of cups, it's like, I like this card because it talks about the disappointments. Okay. So this disappointment card is this woman, even though he is begging for forgiveness on his knees and she's accepting it, but it's also her. And like it looks like a grave a little bit, and it's filled up with like emotions, right? And there's a flame there. There's a mask there. It's a lot of things going on. Like you wasn't who I thought you were, and I'm just looking in this pit or whatever, and it's like a little pit of sorrow in a sense. So I feel like she's highly disappointed in him, of course. Is he trying to get her to take him back? Yes. Is she accepting? Yes. But however, she is thinking about it. Okay, she's really thinking about things hard. And the sad part is the 9 of Swords. It's like, yes, he's here, loving on her, but there's anxiety. The 9 of Swords talks about anxiety, a lot of anxiety, very worried about her marriage, worried about her husband, worried about how people think too. It's like being up at night. Is he cheating? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? It's like, yeah, he's love bombing me right now. But I'm like, will he be with someone else later on? Will he do it again and again and again and again? Because it's foundational. The whole thing is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, this will be the advice card. So the 7 of Pentacles talks about sowing, right? So I feel like if it's what you sow. So if you sow good seeds, you'll reap good seeds, right? So you invested all this in your relationship, in your marriage, right? What has he sown in his marriage? So this guy's telling me, like, This starts telling me that it's more so like an issue. What's in this? Like, what has been happening foundationally? I feel like maybe he's been cheating this whole time, right? I think he was seeing other people when he was talking to her, like before they were married, maybe. But the influence is the devil in the reverse. Now, here we go. This devil, right, with this dildo, this talks about this toxic energy. This is being addicted to sex. You can be addicted to a person, place, or thing. This is addiction to sex and addiction to fame in a sense, right? So that's what he was on, right? But this is trying to get over that, but it's still there. So therefore, he can still be someone who does that, right? The Eight of Cups in the reverse. This is the problem. The problem is you want to stay in this situation because you feel like it's still something there. His wife still wants to be in this marriage because she still loves this man, but she's stressed out. He's been cheating this whole time, and it's like you know what you see, but you want to turn the blind eye. You're highly disappointed, right? And the future card for them, the likely outcome, she's staying up at night, worried, anxiety. To be honest, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse talks about selfish behavior. Okay, so and bad debt, bad credit, right? So his credit for being a relationship guru is shot right now, right? That's for one. But for two, this talks about this ego. This talks about being a narc, right? Narcs are selfish. They're self-centered, right? So really, what this really says is that he's going to cheat again. And she's going to be stressed out. Why? And she's leaning on the Lord, right? Leaning on the Lord. So is she going to divorce him based on that? I feel like no. So, will she snap? Let's ask, will she snap? Miss Waverly Cakes want to know, will his wife snap? Will she finally have enough and snap? 1, 2, 3. Yes, she will have clarity. Because right now, she don't want to divorce him, but she's staying up at night. She's hurt and she is having very, very high anxiety, right? Like she's worrying too much about this man, right? But yes, I feel like this is the start of new communication, new thought processes. I feel like that will happen because guess what? This marriage is unbalanced. There's Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is juggling. You can't juggle. You can't serve two masters, okay? That's the issue. And guess what? You got this Five of Swords. No one really knows what goes on in her marriage, right? So I feel like she wanted to leave him. I think she did leave him, right? It's imbalance. This Five of Swords talks about dominating something, right? So I feel like he actually does things to her mentally. And I feel like no one really knows. This is just a hint of it, but no one really knows what she's going through. So let's see. I feel like she got two roads. She can leave or she can stay, right? But it's going to be up to her. The ball is in her court. That's the advice card. So which one do you want? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is things coming out better, right? So I feel like things will turn out a little bit better. I don't know. Like, I feel like he's going to love bomb her. He's going to really like try to apologize and do right by her for a minute. Okay, what is this? This Princess of Swords. That's the problem. But however, this is someone checking up on you, seeing what you're doing. She's going to be more alert about what he is doing. And it's not going to work out in the end. Oh, you want to know, does he hit her? We're going to ask that. So I feel like eventually the stars, here go. The star card is things coming to an end, right? But it's also the dragging of a star. So you have those two going on. Then you have to think of, like the opportunity for reconciliation is there, but no one's putting in the work. So I feel like like I said, he's love bombing her and stuff like that right now. But long-term wise, it's not balanced. It's not going to work out. So if she's going to snap, I mean, in the sense of leaving, I think she's going to leave him again. And I think this time it's going to be permanent. But of course, he's going to come with an offer of reconciliation that she's going to want. But I feel like, in the long haul, it might not work out. Does he hit her? Has he hit her before? 1, 2, 3. The 3 of Wands. Let's see. This isn't really conflict. This is new. This is the beginning of something new to me. With this 3 of Wands, this means exploration. This means what? I don't really feel like he's hit her, but I feel like he's been reckless messing with other women. That's what I feel like. And I feel like it's emotional abuse there because he likes this image. He doesn't really want to do the work that he's putting out there with this 3 of Pentacles. He doesn't want to do the work that he has put out there. So he's more so worried about the image of perfection than he does the actual job. And I think he was kind of not qualified to be talking that shit anyway, right? But females was going to listen anyway. I blame the females. So I feel like in a way, I don't see any big conflict. What I see is him being in and out. I feel like the abuse was all the third party situations. He can't keep his D in his pants. That's what it is. He can't stop having sex with other women, right? And I feel like the emotional distress that he has caused her with this 9 of Wands, this 9 of Swords again, she's thinking too much about him. Okay, it's like all over the place. So I don't feel like he's hit her. I feel like he's been reckless. Though I feel like he's been reckless with his cheating. He's been reckless with a lot of stuff. Even what he does online with his shirt open and everything else like that is disrespectful to her. Okay, but him hitting her, no. But he out here really like being in and out cheating. He got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. I don't feel like the Knight of Wands will hit you. I feel like he's more so in and out. He'll leave you and mess with somebody else and then come back, things like that. I don't feel like it was necessarily hitting. I feel like it was a lot of cheating and a lot of manipulative stuff going on. But what's up to my new subscribers? Okay, we're going to ask another question then. Let me see something. We're not doing any personal readings right now. Ooh, we're not doing any personal readings right now, but I'm about to do some personal ones. But just give me a second, because right now I'm doing something different. Like, what is she thinking, though? Like, because I heard them keep talking about God, and keep talking about leaning on the Lord and stuff. So, what is this about leaning on the Lord? Are they using God to explain away cheating? 1, 2, 3. I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, what's up, Nola Queen girl? This 10 of Swords and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. First of all, they're trying to sit there. First of all, using God is coming up. Right now, you're using the religion, right, to get your sympathy. So you got those religious single females that's going to give a coin, right, and they're going to be sympathetic, right, to your plight. You got this 10 of Swords right here. First of all, you're using God to explain a betrayal. Like, this is a complete betrayal. And hopefully it gains clarity, right? It gives you clarity, right, on the direction, what to do. Really, I feel like with this 2 of Swords right here, they need a reason. You know how some people, okay, forgiveness one part. Now I need a reason to keep dealing with you. And you know what? We're married, right? So I'm on the fence, right? We're married, right? So I use God to help you to help me make you believe that I'm going to be a good person, right? But I feel like his wife, for her to be a Christian, how she's feeling, she's not really taking that God stuff too seriously. Like, she not going nowhere and he manipulates her. Basically, girl, basically. But eventually, in the long run, she will. Okay. You can play the fool for some time, but it's not gonna be forever, you know. Even Tina Turner left eventually. So anyway, then you got this Ten of Cups. That's what holds their relationship together, really. The Lord. Even though she's on the fence about it, but that's what holds the relationship together. But the problem is you're gonna need more than God to keep moving forward. And guess what? There's something of value in it. So to me, I feel like this is money. This is everything. Like, I feel like there's money to be had, right? I feel like there's money to be had. It's playing on certain heartstrings. It's all types of stuff like that. So it's manipulative. You're manipulating the public and then you're manipulating yourselves. But I feel like, again, you cannot blame Derrick Jaxn for why you believe in Derrick Jaxn. You can only blame yourself on actually buying into whatever he was selling. You know what I'm saying? Blame yourself. So what kind of manipulation are we dealing with Derrick Jaxn? Let's ask those questions. What kind of manipulation are we dealing with then? So you said she not going nowhere and he manipulates her. What kind of manipulator is Derrick Jaxn? Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. The Six of Swords in the reverse. It's mental. Okay. And what was this? The back, the Three of Pentacles. Oh, it's mental because he gives off an image. He's more worried about image, right? And he isn't qualified to be saying certain stuff. That's what that basically is. The Six of Swords, this talks about not being able to move past mental turmoil, like in the place of constant chaotic energy. What he does is meet you where you at online, right? So basically, he gives this whole video of why he's cheating on you, right? So he ain't shit, he ain't da-da-da, he ain't da-da-da-da-da, right? It keeps you in that chaotic energy. He said, I don't know why people place all their faith in that dude anyway. No, it's really because they only doing it because of the fact that, you know, they don't want to accept their own reality. You know, I remember I said to you guys before, I try to tell myself some true things, the truth, right? So yeah, that's that Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's like he's not really qualified to give you no psychological help anyway. Okay, he's not. So I feel like in a way, like we got to stop going to these internet influencers. We got to stop going to YouTubers. We got to stop going to people to tell us what we should already be knowing about our lives. They're not living our lives. We are. So I feel like, you know, at some point, I should be able to tell myself the truth before someone else tells me the truth. You know, that type of stuff. But the type of manipulator he is, he's not a physical assaulter. It's all manipulative. It's all mental manipulative, right? And you got the Hermit, wise counsel, right? So then you have the Two of Swords, right? And then you have to make a decision. So basically, I feel like they view him as something that he's not, like a psychologist. That's just all it is. He doesn't even have, okay, so let's see. Let's ask this. Why do people place all their faith in that dude anyway? Why are people placing all this stuff into him, basically? Like all their faith into him. Why are women doing that? 1, 2, 3. because I want to. This is the I got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So what he represents, because sometimes people get frustrated with what's going on in their lives, right? So what he represents is a shortcut. Okay, they take shortcuts. Okay, like that's what that is. They want to take a shortcut. He represents that. This nine of swords come out again, is that wanting to release anxiety or being too worried about trying to get to the finish line fast. Okay. This Princess of Swords is always somebody who's looking, searching, asking around for something because they want to know about a person, place, or thing. So these are people, instead of looking within themselves, they're looking on the internet trying to get a quick fix and release their anxiety. That's all that is. So those are the people who are doing that. And he found a coin in it, and that's how it happened. And it's women. And he does come up as the Emperor in the reverse. So he does come up as a bit petty, someone who doesn't like to lose, someone's negative. But also it says something about the men in the women's lives who they're dealing with. So they want a quick fix. They want a quick understanding. They don't know that a lot of times it's within them, and they need to literally talk to somebody that actually has a degree. Sometimes you need to figure out why you keep talking to messed up people. There's something within that tells you, there's something within you that tells you that's what you deserve, right? So I feel like this is something that someone needs to, go to an actual therapist next. But I mean, instead of listening to him, but that's just what it is. It's a quick fix. But the problem is the emotional value of that. That's what they're putting their emotional, they're putting it in here, He said, yeah, I never believed he believed what he was saying. No, half of the time, like when I see these people online and stuff, like this is what I do. I throw the meat. I eat the meat and throw the bones, right? So honestly, I don't believe in people, but the message is still a message, right? And I believe that everyone is capable of giving a message. That don't mean I'm supposed to have faith in you. Okay, so I feel like I can listen to someone and take the positives and leave the negatives. Now, if they were just listening and he made a statement that was true and a positive thing that was true and it helped me positively, I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's a little nugget I can put in my purse and keep moving. But will I stay there and glorify him? No. And I think that's what people were doing, staying there and glorifying him. These females that was doing that was around and stuff, they wanted to show that they really cared about him, more than they should. You know what I mean? They placed their emotional favor into somebody that they shouldn't have. He can't even counsel anybody because it's against the law. Well, to be honest, I mean, at the end of the day, they were willing participants. And it was more than just about what he was saying. They really liked him. There's a difference. Because I'll give you this. A bum, get two different people, right? It could be a bum on the street saying the same things he's saying, and no one pays attention to the bum. But they'll pay attention to him. You know why? Because how he looks, his appearance. He's visually satisfying. You know what I'm saying? He talks like he has sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people like him. It's popularity. So it's not really about the counseling. They like him. They fell in love with him online. Those are the females that he's talking to. So am I mad at that? No, y'all should be mad at yourself. But y'all won't listen to the bum on the street, and the bum on the street can be absolutely right. The only reason why y'all won't listen to the bum on the street because they're dirty, they stink or something, or, maybe missing some teeth, all types of stuff like that. So you don't want to listen to them, but you're going to listen to him though. But that goes to show it ain't the message, right? They wasn't listening to him because of the message. They was listening to him. He said, listen, he can't open an office under any doctor description. I know that. Basically, he can't. But guess what? Online, on your channel, whatever, it's like a freedom of speech. If you want to believe in him, it doesn't, like, if, hold on 1 second. Has he been telling people that he was a therapist or a counselor? He just said guru, right? But I feel like, at the end of the day, I can't blame people. I can't blame him for people listening to him. People was listening to him because they fell in love with the person and not the message. Because I guarantee you, they can listen to him all day and still make fucked up decisions in their life. So they wasn't really paying attention to nothing. Whatever he was saying, they wasn't. They're like, oh, it sounds good, this, that, and the third, but he's sexy as fuck. I bet you that's exactly what they soul was saying. I mean, they wasn't really listening to him. They fell in love with the image. That's why they're upset. But no, he has no right to be calling, and if he is calling himself a counselor, he has no right to be calling himself a counselor or a therapist or something like that. I told you he was the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That's somebody who's worried about image. It's all about an image, okay? It ain't really about the work. That means that you're not trying to do the work or you're not qualified to do the work. So, yeah. But, again, I would tell you that all these YouTubers, they're doing almost the same thing. They're doing almost the same thing. Almost. And it's messed up because I'm like, okay, well, I can't make a whole video bashing Derrick Jaxn and his rhetoric without realizing that I am myself feeding into a certain audience. So I'm catering to a certain audience that didn't like Derrick Jaxn. And it's going to give me 1,000 views. So am I really saying it because I don't like him? Or am I saying it because I know it's going to give me 1,000 views and it's catering to a certain audience? So I can't really be mad at Derrick Jaxn for what he does. He's doing nothing different than anybody else. Like, for instance, like when we talk about Black women, all this, that, and the third, most of the time you hear that narrative over and over again on these YouTube streets because they're catering to Black women. And they're saying what Black women want to hear. They want to hear that. Like, honestly, myself, as a Black woman, sometimes I want to hear about the fact that people are shedding light on the fact that we can be oppressed. So, yeah, I want to hear that. That's just what it is. So then that's why people subscribe and stuff. So they're all catering to somebody. Some people may be catering to gamers, Some people may be catering to depressed people. That's that trauma bonding stuff. They cater to victims. So online all day, they'll talk about how people are narcissists and people are energy vampires. That's because they're catering to them. They're catering to the victims. So he was catering to people that feel like they're being victimized by Black men, right? But also, they was falling in love with the person and not the message, because nothing that he said helped them. Because I guarantee you, they're still messing with the same type of man. They're still sitting here doing the same type of behavior, mental behaviors. Like, why is your pattern that you always mess with a man that is cheating on you or hurting you in some type of way? I mean, that's my thing. So I feel like, no, it's not really the message that they like. They like the person. They like the person. They like the trauma bond. They like quick fixes. Oh yeah. Like, I believe that if I quote unquote talk to him or quote unquote listen to him for some type of time, I don't have to do no real spiritual work, or I don't have to do no inner work. All I have to do is listen to this motherfucker. No, it's not just that. That's just like doing the cleanse. That's just, okay, now I'm going on and on. That's just like doing the fucking spiritual cleanse. Okay, you do a cleanse, right? But that's not just going to help you. because you have to cleanse yourself all the time, right? You do a spiritual cleanse, okay, whatever, Friday, right? You may feel good for a week or two. Then you come out of it, and then you still trying to do the same thing. Then you find yourself doing the same thing you were doing anyway. You see what I'm saying? Or attracting the same type of shit that you've been attracting anyway. Obviously, you need some self-help that's a little bit more than, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look, sometimes you don't know you are getting cheated on right away. Yeah, right? Now, but when it comes to that, you don't know. And then when you find out, okay, you find out, right? You find out that you're getting cheated on. Then you ask yourself, well, why did he cheat on me? All right. So then, am I going to listen to Derrick Jaxn for why he cheated on me? Or am I going to listen to myself? No, that's the difference. Like, okay, so I know he cheated on me, right? And I'm listening to Derrick Jaxn like, oh, he ain't shit, this, that, and the third. Okay, whatever. But I need to listen to myself. Like, okay, well, he cheated on me because I decided to mess with him. And come to find out, he was a child. He's still acting like a little boy. He's not ready to commit for real. He wants to be single. So maybe me as a person should then ask myself, should I be with somebody who exhibits signs of not really wanting to be serious? Or should I leave that shit alone and give them to the streets? I shouldn't have to listen to nobody else to know what I should be doing and know how I should be treated. That's all I'm saying. And if I have to sit there and like, okay, I get a cleanse, right? I dump my person, I cleanse myself, I cut the soul ties, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, them chicks stay, cry, and get mad when you tell them better, right? So basically, but say I do all that. I do a cleanse, I fast, I do this, I do all this other stuff, cut the strings or whatever, listen to all the self-help stuff, listen to all the spiritual stuff, do all this work, dump him, do all this work, and guess what? Then I mess with somebody else, and that happens again, all right? So then I'm like, okay, well, I've done everything everybody online told me to do. I paid my $50 for aura cleanse. I paid such and such for a book and counseling, all types of stuff. I've done all these things, and still I am exhibiting signs of people who, at this point, like, why am I dealing with these type of people? That's how I feel. How I feel is I need to get down to the why I'm dealing with these type of people and how can I fix the why so I won't deal with this no more. And then, sometimes I feel like, some people like toxic shit. Like you said, them chicks stay, cry, and get mad when you tell them better. It doesn't matter what you tell them. Some people like toxic shit. So I'm like, now I got to ask myself, why do I like toxic shit? I don't know. Like, I'm going on and on, y'all, but that's how I feel. And I feel like at the end of the day, I could be mad at Derrick Jaxn all I want to be, but then I'm also going to ask myself, why did I put so much into him in the first place? Oh, because I wanted to take a shortcut and get a quick fix for a real deep rooted problem. We give off bat signals. Others can see this. Yeah, I'm like, because I'm going to give you an example, right? My ex-boyfriend, right? It was a very toxic relationship. Very toxic. That was a devil that I'm glad that I'm not dealing with no more. Okay. So when I was dealing with him, you know what I'm saying? It was they run to him. Yes, we give all bad signals others can see. It's a vulnerable woman. They run to him. Right. But why are you running to him? Why are you so vulnerable? You need to figure out why you're vulnerable and why are you attracting. And then to make it so bad, they don't really care about what he's saying. They care about how he looks. They care about the visuals more than they care about the person more than the message. That's what I get from YouTube. YouTubers get more subscribers because they care about them and not the message. It's not really what they're saying. A lot of YouTubers, it's not about what they're saying. They give no fucks about, honestly, no. They care more so about the visuals. They care more so about this, about that, whatever. Anyway, but what the fuck was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, he was mentally, emotionally, verbally, you name it, it was abuse there. Okay. And there was selfishness, manipulative shit, all that shit happening. His looks are a distraction to them. Yes. And all this shit was happening to me, right? And my friends would talk about how you deserve better. And you deserve, you don't have to deal with that. You need to dump him. You need to stop talking to him. Like, ew, like he just disgusts me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was disgusting me too. But I stayed anyway. I stayed around until I got tired. And so I was like, no, this is not going to be my life. Like, it felt like he was going to kill me in a sense, because I felt like that. Like, he was trying to destroy my whole life. Like, you didn't want me to succeed. You didn't want me to be happy. There is no heaven and hell. The universe will die. Oh, God. What's up? But anyway, yeah. He didn't want me to be happy. He didn't want to see me succeed. It's like, and then when I got my own place, he was trying to destroy my property. It's like, it's all types of crazy stuff. And I'm like, but I couldn't do that to you. That means that anything I got, you wanted to destroy. You want to take from me. You want to take my essence. And I didn't like that. And I had to figure out why the fuck was I sitting there allowing him to do that? Because I felt some way about myself. I thought little of myself. To have somebody tell you that you're not good enough, that all your friends look better than you, and oh, you're beneath me, you're scum. Used to call me all types of shit. So to be honest with you, like, you got to figure out why you're dealing with that shit. That's all I'm saying. He was jealous. Niggas are, excuse my language, but people get jealous, and you would never believe who's jealous of you. Like, and it can be your significant other. Like, literally trying to like downplay. If I even had an opinion, he'd be like, well, oh, I think you're wrong. I can tell, like, we can have a conversation about oxygen, right? And I can be saying that, yeah, trees take in CO2 and let out O2. Because I said it, he would tell me that, oh, it's wrong and you sound dumb and don't nobody believe you. That type of stuff. Just all types of craziness. Like, he used to really try to belittle me. And, I had to understand why the hell. You said, I am adopted and my only brother is jealous of me, toxic kid. Yeah, like, honestly speaking. So honestly, we got to figure out why we dealing with these people in the first place. Why are we constantly dealing with people? People are always jealous for no reason, basically. Why are we dealing with these jealous, toxic behaviors? So I feel like if we can get to the root of that, then we can get over the person. Because to be honest with you, like, I got over that shit so fast when I realized that, this is not the life that my life path is supposed to be. Like, I haven't done anything to these people. I got more bros. They got own problems. I don't know about them. Okay. What's his sign, your ex? I told you my ex was a toxic ass. He was a Capricorn, but all the negative traits of a Capricorn was maximized in that nigga. He was bad. So he was bad. So my fiance, I'm so happy for, because it's like, it was a break. It felt like I was in, when it come to life, when it come to romance and relationships, it felt like I was in a long ass boxing match. Like, a boxing match that probably lasts too damn long, like 2 hours. You tired of fighting. So by the time you get that person, it's like, damn, I was just tired of fighting. So I'm so happy that I am in a situation where I don't have to fight anymore. And I'm about to cry about that. So it's like, even if, we're not always perfect, but guess what? I would never have to basically deal with that same devil anymore. And I don't need Derrick Jaxn to tell me that. You know what I mean? So Capricorns are toxic and don't go with air signs at all. No. And they said abuse me. What she? Oh yeah, broke a guy's car. My family spit in homeless people face. Oh my god. Broke a car, abused me, and made me suicidal. Yeah. And do you need anybody to tell you that that's abusive as hell? No. That's why I don't get why. I mean, it's like it's abusive as hell. These people are playing games with you. It's up to you to fix it. Derrick Jaxn is not going to fix your problems. So that's why I actually blame people and not Derrick Jaxn. But that's what I got for y'all. What else y'all talking about? I mean, I just don't believe that Derrick Jaxn is the end all be all of haha. See, I told you da. When there's different YouTubers out here that do it all day, every day. They all do it. But yeah. I didn't need a Derrick Jaxn to tell me about my problems. That's all I'm saying. And even if he did say something that was kind of that I could vibe with, only thing I ever did was throw it in my little purse and kept it going. Yeah, I get a feeling. But all right, you guys, I'm gone because I've been on here for an hour. I love y'all for real. I don't even know how to actually come to the subject or whatever and talk because I was just on AT2 Live for a minute. So I didn't know what to say or how to start. So I was going to start with what I did on Instagram. But, it kind of got there. And I might be rambling and stuff like that. It kind of got there. We got to the finish line. But look, I'm getting married Friday, y'all. So let's talk about that. So I'm getting married on Friday. And this one Wearback. It's online. So basically, it's on Friday, maybe I'll go live after I get married later on that day. But I might be doing something else. So maybe I'll do it Saturday. I'm going to go live on Saturday after I get married and stuff. And y'all can, see me and talk about the experience and stuff like that. But let me go ahead and bounce, y'all. I love y'all for real. Everybody hit that like button. I'll see y'all later. And let's see. Let's go ahead and give us a little cute, mean commercial and then the outro.
Hello, am I speaking with Dazzle?
Yeah, honey, you speaking to Dazzle.
Yes, oh my god, I'm so glad you answered the phone. I'm stressed the fuck out. I need a fucking read and this is blowing me. Everything is fucking blowing me. It seems like everything is going fucking right for me.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to do that for me? Do you have time?
Oh yes, I have enough time. Go ahead. All you gotta do is relax. If you drink, get you a sip. If you smoke, take your hit. And we're gonna do this tarot reading, and we're gonna put you on your right path. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gone.